Charlie Adam alongside me, Ian Danter here at Anfield. We can hear the familiar strains of Jerry and the Pacemakers blasting through the PA, and they're pushing that massive TIFO flag from right to left at the Kop end away to our right hand side with our bird's eye view that we have here at the top of the redeveloped main stand here at Anfield. I walked past somebody sat in the press area earlier who said to me, Charlie, who knew the team, Ibrahim Konate is a lucky boy. What do you think about that in terms of the fact that he's still in the team at the moment? What do you make of that?
Yeah, again, that's a big decision as a manager you have to make, and obviously you've got Joe Gomez there sat on the bench, and for whatever reasons Slot doesn't seem to be wanting to pick him. So Konate's he's a top international player that's done a brilliant job so far for this football club, but I do believe that contract situation in the background maybe have an effect on his performances in the team as well. So it'll be interesting to see how long this could keep going without, maybe Slot making a big decision.
Interesting to note that Liverpool do not name a full complement of substitutes tonight. Woodman and Miskior, the young Polish lad from the academy, are the two goalkeeping substitutes. Gomez, we just mentioned, Endo, Isak, Chiesa, Robertson, Nioni and Ngamoa are the Liverpool subs. Full complement of subs for PSV. Olish and Smolinar, the goalkeepers. Obispo, Flamingo, Pepe, Vana, Driouech, Bayrak Tarevic, Boadu, Sedilia, Fernandez and Nagalo. As the players emerge from the tunnel down beneath us, Liverpool trying to arrest this awful run of form that they're on. 8 defeats in 11. It's really interesting. In Liverpool's last 30 games since they lost the second leg of the Champions League tie against Paris Saint-Germain in March, they've lost 13 times. Roy Hodgson lost 9 of his 31 games since Liverpool manager was sacked.
Yeah,
times have changed.
Yeah, but Roy Hodgson never won the title.
Yeah, gives you credit in the bank.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely gives you credit. And I don't think that these owners are knee-jerk and they'll make a big decision like that without really being in a tough place. They've been very supportive of the managers, and Arne Slot will be no different. Of course, he has to find a way and he has to win football matches quickly, because the longer it goes, the more pressure builds. There's no doubt about that. But winning the title last year, it's got to give you something.
You're listening to the Champions League live on Talksport 2 with Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Whatever it is, they're here for it. Players now doing the handshakes as the PSV players move down the line. Alejandro Hernandez, our Spanish referee this evening, him and his assistants decked out in sky blue shirts and socks. Liverpool, of course, will be in all red. A reminder of the teams quickly, if you're just tuning into our coverage here on Talksport 2. Liverpool have Mamardashvili in goal. We're led to believe that Curtis Jones will play at right back. Ibrahim Konate, Virgil van Dijk and Milos Kerkez making up the rest of the back four. Dominic Szoboszlai, Ryan Gravenberch and Alexis McAllister, the 3 in midfield. Mo Salah, Hugo Ekitike and Cody Gakpo in attack. For PSV, who are wearing their dark navy blue strip this evening, they have Matej Kovar in goal. They're also looked to be playing 4-3-3. Serginho Dest, Jerdy Schouten, Jarek Gasiorowski and Anas Salah-Eddin are their back four, right to left. Ismail Saibari, Mauro Junior and Joey Veerman are the 3 in midfield, with Dennis Mann and Ivan Perisic, a name familiar to most of you, I'm sure, either side of Hus Till in attack. And of course, Arne Slot coached in Holland before he moved to Anfield. He was Feyenoord coach and RZ coach, and he'll have taken on PSV a few times before. And he will be hoping that Liverpool can just start to calm a few nerves around this famous old stadium, Charlie.
Absolutely. I think that's what you're trying to say, is calm a little bit and just understand where we're at as a football club in terms of performances. The performance, against Man City and that have been very, very poor, but the game at the weekend was something that we didn't really see coming. I didn't expect them to lose to Nottingham Forest, but Nottingham Forest done a brilliant job on Liverpool, and I just felt that this Liverpool team's changed from last year. I think there's a wee bit more freedom to it. So again, I look at Wirtz, he roams a little bit and he goes and gets on the ball. So the structure of the team is, I feel Liverpool getting a lot of transitions against them, counter-attack. So they have to be wary of that. So again, that comes to structural. That's the manager, that's coaches trying to get, say, Gakpo playing on this left-hand side, really hold his position. Salah will hold his position on the opposite side. But when Wirtz plays, he goes roaming and trying to get on the ball.
We're underway then at Anfield on Talksport 2. The second half of the group stage is underway. 4 to play. Liverpool just outside the top 8. PSV just outside those important top 24 places. So plenty of incentive for both sides this evening to get the job done. Liverpool, wearing their all red, will be attacking the Anfield Road end to our left in this first half, and that therefore means PSV in that change strip of the dark blue are heading for the Kop end to our right. Mamardashvili coming in for the poorly Alisson, will just pass the ball short to Alexis McAllister, and the captain Virgil van Dijk will move gracefully toward the halfway line. Games underway in Europe and domestically. No goals yet in the Championship until now, as I say that, as Wrexham take the lead through Nathan Broadhead against Bristol City at the racecourse. 4 unbeaten going into tonight's game, Wrexham, and they're just getting underway as well at the Hawthorns. West Brom, Birmingham, Sheffield United, Portsmouth, Millwall, Sheffield Wednesday and Blackburn QPR goalless. And don't forget, Arsenal, Bayern Munich live on Talksport right now. If you've got the app, you can just swipe effortlessly between our two commentaries. Mamardashvili just taking his time in possession of the ball, sizing up his options before he clips the ball long downfield, looking for Gakpo, but Serginho Dest, the right back, gets the better of him, lobs it out to this near side of right. In strongly goes Liverpool to try and win it back. It was Ekitike trying to do his hard work down the left-hand side, but in the end, PSV win themselves a throw in their right-back position. We're in the second minute, and it's 0-0. Charlie Adam.
Yeah, good start from PSV. Real high pressure, 4-1-3-2 press, trying to get to really suck Liverpool in. But I love these games because I think they'll become a chess game, and it's who actually makes the first move to go in terms of PSV, who triggers and who jumps to who and where's the space. So I think these European games are brilliant, especially in the top level in the Premier League at the moment, because, well, not just the top level, but the whole of the Premier League is like that.
Perisic swings over a cross, which is turned behind by Kirkes, somewhat needlessly, for an early PSV corner at the Kop end, 0-0.
Yeah, good ball from Perisic, but Kirkes didn't actually know where his man was, and he just puts out for no reason and puts Liverpool under a little bit of pressure with a corner after 2.5 minutes.
And the corner will be taken where the Kop stand meets the main stand. Gaziarowski, one of the centre-halves, has gone beyond the back post. It's going to be Salah Ad-Din, the left-back, who's going to swing this in-swinging corner from the PSV right. Bit of zonal marking from Liverpool. In it comes from Salah Ad-Din. The heads went up. It's cleared out to the edge of the area. Dest gets the better of the 50-50, and it's worked back out to Salah Ad-Din on this right-hand side for the Dutch. Goes infield. It's now taken forward by Maro Junior. Gaziarowski will send it down the left-hand side, asking for Gustil to make a run. Gets to the byline, down by the corner flag left-hand side. Gravenberch gets the better of him, but then they give up possession again to Liverpool, and now Konate has to turn it behind for another PSV corner early on, and the travelling Eindhoven contingent, who've been making a lot of noise at the other end of the field from this corner, enjoying the start their side have made, 0-0.
Yeah, good. Curtis Jones overplaying. Gravenberch's getting caught in the ball. Maybe just play it down the line to Salah, but you know, when you're trying to play and not want to go longer, you cause yourself problems, and ultimately PSV have got another corner here.
It's going to be a right-footed in-swinger from where the Kop meets the Kenny Dalglish stand on the far side of the field from us. In it comes, whipped into the near post.
Penalty.
And there's a penalty, handball! The ball was whipped in, up went the hands, and that came off Virgil van Dijk's hand, did it?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a Stonewall penalty. It's a lovely ball from Veerman, but if Van Dijk misjudges it and actually maybe somebody blocks him a little bit and puts him off balance, but his hand's in the air, it's a penalty.
Well, the Spanish referee's now got Van Dijk right in his ear, trying to explain what happened. He went up, he put his hand up. He's not under any real pressure from the attacking player who went up with him. That was Jordi Schouten, the centre-half.
I think he's holding him, shouting a little bit in terms of his arm on his shoulder, and he's trying to jump, and his arm's in the air. So, it'll be interesting to look. Oh, it looks like the referee's actually... No, it's definite penalty.
and it's going to be Ivan Perisic to take the penalty kick. The former Spurs man back on a Premier League ground. This early chance for the Dutch side on 5 minutes to pile further pressure on Arne Slot and Liverpool. Perisic waits at the edge of the area, runs up to it now, right-footed, sends Marmon the wrong way, buries it in the bottom right-hand corner. The PSV fans to our left go wild, and the Dutch side lead at Anfield. Liverpool are struggling again. It's Liverpool 0, PSV 1.
Yeah, it all comes from that cross from Veerman in terms of the corner and Van Dijk, but it's a lovely penalty from Perisic. 36 years of age now, and he's just calmly slots it to the left of Mamashvili and put PSV ahead.
Perisic the scorer, but Virgil van Dijk is still deep in conversation with the Spanish referee about that penalties award. He is not HP, and Virgil van Dijk is not a man particularly given to outbursts on the field.
I get where he's coming from. I see it, and I get that there's maybe an arm round his shoulder, but as soon as you lift your arm in a situation like that, you give the referee no opportunity but to give a penalty.
That's Ivan Perisic's 9th goal in Champions League history. Scored a couple last season against Juve, and he was crisp as you like, Charlie, from the penalty spot, the way he took that.
Yeah, perfect man just to step up in these kind of moments. Great experience, Croatian international, played at the very, very top, and to come to an arena like this to step up and calmly slot it away was real quality.
Well, this game is brought to you in partnership with TNT Sports, the home of European football. And this is the home of the 6-time European champions, Liverpool. Already a goal down if you're just tuning in to Talksport 2. Van Dijk's handball from what was PSV's second corner of the game. And an emphatic penalty from Ivan Perisic, who's just chasing down possession from Gravenberch. Gives it back to Konate, just ahead of his own 18-yard line. Van Dijk plays it back to Gravenberch, still inside the Liverpool half. They're attacking the Anfield Road end, at least they want to, Liverpool, in this first half, but it's barely been in the left-hand half of the field. Now they're trying to clip it long downfield for Gakpo, but it's hit too long or too straight and bounces through to Matej Kovar, the PSV goalkeeper. 1-0 to PSV.
Yeah, it was a straight pass from Van Dijk, so again it was just always going towards the goalkeeper. I'd like to see Gakpo coming, playing really wide and allowing him to get 1v1 with Dest here on this left hand side to see if he can match him, but it's been a brilliant start from PSV. They're getting after the ball. Perisic here now closing the goalkeeper, so they ain't coming here just to sit in and soak up pressure.
Indeed, they're in possession now on halfway with Serginho Dest out to this near side, the right. And there's a good challenge from Milos Kerkez to put the ball out of play, really putting Dennis Mann under pressure on the PSV right. But it'd be a throw to the Dutch, just shy of the halfway line, right underneath our commentary position as we look from our lofty perch in the main stand. Serginho Dest throws it in, little flick over the top. Saibari flicked it over the head of Van Dijk, but had no idea where the ball had gone, and in fact it had ricocheted and gone out of play for a Liverpool throw, taken quickly by Kerkez to get it back to Marmon. What I will say is that in PSV's last 10 Champions League games, both teams have found the net, so no immediate need for panic.
Yeah,
8 minutes gone, 1-0 PSV.
No, absolutely not, but again, this is a PSV team, like I said before, there's only one game it's not scored in its game in the league, so you always knew that if they get an opportunity they could score goals here, flying high in the top of the Dutch league. But normally when teams come here, they come and sit and they try and protect and 4-4-2 low block, but this PSV team, every time and every opportunity they've been able to press the goalkeeper or press Van Dijk, press Konate, they've done that. Liverpool have not yet had a sustained spell of possession in these opening 9.5 minutes on Talksport 2. 1-0 to PSV. Worked back by Serginho Dest to the goalkeeper. There was a thought for a moment that Ekitike might just be able to intercept that, but he didn't. And then Dennis Mann is going to try and get away down the right-hand side from Kerkez. Kerkez sticking with him. Mann keeps it in play, and then in slides Kerkez
to put it out for a throw. Liverpool beat Real Madrid here in the Champions League. Olympiacos are leading Real Madrid. Chiquinho with the goal for the Greek side in Athens. That's in the Champions League. No other goals to talk about other than the Wrexham goal we told you about earlier. But there is a red card. Sporting at home to Club Brugge tonight. They've had a man sent off. Morten Hjulmand has gone for the Portuguese side. 1-0 here to PSV if you're just tuning in to Champions League Live on Talksport 2. 10 minutes gone and Liverpool just haven't got going yet, Charlie Adam.
No, like you said, they've not been able to sustain possession at any moment. It's been scrappy from Liverpool. When they're trying to win it, it's going out for a throw-in and it's ricocheting off them to the PSV. So again, needing a little bit of control. McAllister, Gravenberg in the middle of the park trying to get hold of the ball.
But PSV are hunting in packs and they've won the ball back again down their right-hand side. Dest runs into Soboslai, prevents the corner, goes into his area, and then he's fouled by Serginho Dest. Is Dominic Soboslai, and it's a free kick to Liverpool in their own 18-yard box. 1-0 PSV, 11 minutes gone. Curtis Jones is definitely playing at right back. We should confirm that. We heard that on the wires earlier, that there was going to be a change from Saturday against Forest, where Soboslai was the full-back and Jones was in midfield, but it's the other way around tonight.
Yeah, I think they're trying to get Soboslai in that sort of forward-tacking areas where he's going to be effective and get a lot of shots, a lot of passing crosses in the box. But, you know, Curtis Jones playing at right-back, he's done it before. Again, that right-back position for Liverpool this season has been tough. Frimpong injured, Gomez not been chosen from slot.
Bradley injured as well.
Bradley injured, so yeah, it's been difficult for them.
Quickly taken free kick by Schouten, looking to find man on the right-hand side, but it's really overhit. A little amble in his boot from Jurdy Schouten, the centre-half. So Liverpool quickly take the throw to get possession back at the edge of their own penalty area. Virgil van Dijk, whose handball led to the penalty by which PSV lead. Jones at right back plays it back across to Van Dijk, left hand side of his own penalty area. Now Kerkez looking to jink up towards the halfway line. He's got the beating of Mann for a moment, but Mann gets back goal side and tries to wrestle back possession. Looks like he pushed Kerkez down. He did. Referee was right on the spot. Free kick to Liverpool. 1-0 PSV.
Yeah, it's good play from Kerkez, getting his body in, dribbling 1v1. But again, I look at, he can actually just open his body up when he receives it from Van Dijk, because Gakpo's actually made a brilliant run, comes short to run in behind against Dest, and he just should have just flipped it down the side to him. But that's one thing about Kerkez, he wants to take the ball, he wants to dribble with it, and maybe sometimes passing and moving a little bit quicker would help this Liverpool team at the moment. 1-0
here to PSV, 1-0 to West Brom in the Midlands derby at the Hawthorns in the Championship. Alex Mowat makes it West Brom 1, Birmingham City 0. Here's Schouten for PSV. Dest works it back to the goalkeeper, who, under pressure from Soboslai, chips the ball out to the right back position. Strong header from Kerkez, too strong for the referee's liking, gives the foul for the challenge on this near side against Dennis Mann, is just holding the back of his head as he slowly gets to his feet. Free kick to the Dutch, 1-0, they lead.
It's a brilliant header from Kerkez. Really aggressive and jumping on top of what the goalkeeper there, but referee seems to doubt his arm was in his sort of face, but real good pressure from Kerkez. That's one thing he does. He likes to be aggressive and press from the forward, but now Liverpool starting to put pressure on that back line of PSV.
Atletico Madrid lead Inter Milan by a goal to nil. Inter 100% going into tonight, but the Spanish side lead at the Wanda Metropolitano. Here's Gravenberg for Liverpool, trailing PSV by a goal to nil. Jones into the feet of Soboslai near the right-hand corner of the penalty area. Soboslai goes again down the right-hand side of the box, but the ball back to him from Gravenberg is overhit. It's a goal kick to PSV away to our left. 14 gone, 1-0 to the visitors.
Yeah, good combinations over on the far side with Liverpool, with Gravenberch and Soboslai, but Gravenberch tried to slide a pass and it was overhit.
So the goalkeeper Kovar works it out to Salah-Eddin, who thought was about to get dispossessed by Soboslai, but managed to somehow get the ball back into his possession. Clips it long downfield, and Perisic up against his opposite number tonight, Ibrahim Konate. The two number 5s in direct opposition, but Konate turned well. Gave it to Soboslai on halfway, chips it in field, looking for Ekitike, but another opposite number, the other 22, Schouten, comfortably there first, and it's rolled in field to Maro Junior. He's picked up at the edge of the area. Ekitike went for it, but in went the foot of Jarek Gasiorowski, the long-haired centre-half, and he just managed to get a leg to divert it clear.
Playing a dangerous game now, PSV.
Gakpo into the area, left-hand side, drives it, goals, saved, and straight out to Szoboszlai. And he had the simplest of tasks to roll the ball into the net from the penalty spot. Gakpo got into the area. The drive was low and blocked out by Kovar, but straight to Szoboszlai, who instinctively just rolled it in at the Anfield Road end. And on the quarter-hour mark, Liverpool are level. Liverpool 1, PSV 1.
Yeah, it comes from PSV trying to play out. Kerkez aggressive, wins the ball. McAllister out to Gakpo, holding his position on this left-hand side, has a brilliant shot and ricochets straight into Szoboszlai, and he tucks it away nicely.
Very simple finish for Dominik Szoboszlai, the Hungarian who's now got 13 goals in UEFA competition, 9 of those in the Champions League. And now Anfield's a very different sounding venue with the score at 1-1. Kovar, the keeper, clears up to Mauro Junior. The ball goes under his boot, straight to Kerkez. Moves down the Liverpool left-hand side past our commentary position. Infield it goes to McAllister, got a huge shout of man on, but didn't hear it. And Saibari won it back and goes down the PSV right. And he was caught by Virgil van Dijk, who's going to be yellow carded. So he's conceded a penalty and been booked for a lunging challenge on Saibari on this near side. It's going to be a PSV free kick, but a caution for Virgil van Dijk. 1-1.
Yeah, he's just got there ahead of Van Dijk, but it's a definite yellow card. But like, just in the PSV, the goalkeeper trying to play into midfield. They've just conceded a goal in the last minute, and you're still trying to roll it into midfield. The crowd, the players, they've got momentum. Sometimes you can go a little bit longer to get Liverpool off you after that conceding a goal, but nearly end up causing themselves another goal there.
Well, Saibari has just awkwardly walked back onto the playing surface because he actually the challenge from Van Dijk took him into the AstroTurf just next to the pitch side here on the main stand side. But it's a free kick.
He's probably not the right person you want to challenge with, Van Dijk, is he? But he's a big lad.
He is. Once he challenges you, you stay challenged.
Yeah.
So free kick for PSV to be sent into the area by Veerman, right-footed. Good delivery, and it's blocked on the line, but the offside flag goes up to deny a second. Gasiorowski thought he put PSV back in front, but he was probably in an offside position when the first shot from Saibari, the man who was fouled, was blocked away by Mamardashvili. An escape for Liverpool. 1-1 it stays on Talksport 2.
Oh, I'm not sure. I'm not too sure he's offside here.
Is it Saibari?
Yeah, it must be Saibari. It can't be.
First kick.
It's definitely not up for Jarek. Definitely it's Saibari. Yeah. With near 11 inches. A lovely ball from Veerman, though.
18 minutes gone. 1-1 on Talksport 2 between Liverpool and PSV. Ball played up to Ekitike inside his own half. Shoughton sticking with him. Rolls it back to Jones. Jones finds Szoboszlai on the turn, on halfway. Salah picks it up. First time he's really had a chance to run at Salah Eddin on that far right-hand side for Liverpool, but he can't find a teammate as he slipped the ball inside Salah. And then poor attempt at a clearance from Salah Eddin, and Liverpool have it back from a throw. 1-1.
Good pressure from Szoboszlai there. Great reaction. Again, that's what you're looking for. That's what this crowd's looking for. When you lose it, how quick can we get it back? Poor pass from Salah, trying to slide it inside, but got to do better.
Well, I did say that both teams score quite often in PSV games, and so it's proved already tonight. Ekitike driving up to the edge of the area, goes down under pressure from Salah Eddin. The Liverpool fans at the Anfield Road and howl for a penalty kick, but the Spanish referee is not interested, and Ekitike lying flat on his back inside the PSV box, and the referee saying no, I don't want any physios to come in and treat him. I want to see him first.
Yeah, no, I think he's talking about there's no penalty. It's not a penalty. He just gets enough, I think, on the ball.
Just got enough a nick on it. Ball just before man, but he certainly caught the toe end of Hugo Ekitike's boot. But No penalty, quickly waved away by the Spanish referee, and it stays 1-1.
That's better from Ekitike, getting on the half turn, running, driving at people. When you've got like Gakpo here on that left hand side, looking to get 1v1, and once you get a bit of speed and power, you ain't stopping these boys.
Well, Gakpo had gone for a ball through the middle. He was wanting a ball clipped through to him, having laid the ball off, but his run wasn't spotted. It's Charlie Adam you can hear alongside me, Ian Danter, tonight at Anfield, former Liverpool midfielder. You're listening to Liverpool 1, PSV 1 in the Champions League, live on Talksport 2 with Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Here for it. Book now at enterprise.co.uk. Throw into PSV on the far side of the field. Thrown back to halfway for Gasiorowski. And Shouting, the other centre-half, plays it across to the right and the right back, Dest. Under pressure from Gakpo. Mara Junior almost sold his goalkeeper short with a pass back. But Kovar, the keeper, was quick to get to the ball. Poor touch from Gakpo on this near side allows PSV to win the ball back. Gakpo against the club that sold him to Liverpool a couple of years back. Here's Soboslai winning it back for Liverpool. Jones immediately looks for Salah. Right hand corner of the penalty area. Comes inside onto his left, but the shot is wild and well over the top. Didn't wrap his foot round it like we've seen him do so many times, Mo Salah. It's a goal kick to PSV and stays 1-1 on Talksport 2.
Yeah, much better from Liverpool. Real good intensity, real good focus on winning the ball back. Good pass there from McAllister out to Jones. Slides to Salah, but Salah cuts inside and he's wayward with his shot.
It was equally nice to see, incidentally, that as usual, on the 20-minute mark, Liverpool fans on their feet for their late great hero Diogo Jota. 1-1 here on Talksport 2. Gasiorowski under pressure from Salah. Works it back to Kovar. The keeper plays it short to Shoughton. His first touch had to be right. Otherwise, Ekitike would have been right on top of him. But what PSV do is they work it well up to halfway. But then Jones in strongly. Finds Salah in the centre of the field this time. Works it left to Gakpo at the edge of the area. Little reverse ball for Kirkes across the face of goal and turn behind for a corner by Shoughton. Liverpool's first corner at the Anfield Road end. 22 gone, 1-1.
Yeah, again, PSV causing themselves their own problems. Centre-back rolling to goalkeeper, running into middle of the pitch, trying to play through the middle, out wide, and then all of a sudden, centre-backs playing long, and they're all over the place. There's no structure in the team, and then Liverpool could pick them off.
So a corner where the Anfield Road meets the main stand. Down to our left-hand side. Gakpo's going to take it. Clutch of Liverpool players walked into the penalty area together. Now they've all split. Konate's gone to the right-hand corner of the 6-yard box. Soboslai on the goal line. In it comes from Gakpo. Van Dijk went up for the header but couldn't get it. And a PSV player has got a head injury, trying to deny that header for Van Dijk. And a free kick will be awarded to PSV as Arsenal take the lead on Talksport against Bayern Munich. Jurrien Timber, the unlikely goal scorer at the Emirates.
I thought he was magnificent on Sunday in the North London derby. He's playing really well at the moment, and it's a clash of the big guns at the moment. Arsenal and Bayern, both teams are
100%.
very, very good. But I'm just watching that set play there. Van Dijk, Curtis Jones being clever because two men are actually trying to mark Van Dijk on his own. So Curtis Jones is actually just coming out and blocking whoever is going and allowing Van Dijk the run on the opposition.
Olympiacos 1, Real Madrid 1 in the Champions League. So don't forget, the Arsenal-Bayern game is live over on Talksport right now. They must be making a right old racket at Emirates Stadium with that goal having gone in. It was Hus Till, the PSV centre-forward, who hurt himself going up for that challenge with Virgil van Dijk. Portsmouth are down to 10 men. Terry Devlin sent off for a handball on the goal line against Sheffield United, and the Blades have a penalty at Bramall Lane as a consequence of that. So, back underway as Till continues to receive treatment. So PSV temporarily down to 10 here at Anfield. We're just past the midway point of the first half on Talksport 2. 1-1 the score. PSV led through a penalty, but Soboslai equalised on the quarter-hour mark for Liverpool, who have it again with Gakpo, left-hand side at the corner of the penalty area. Rolls it in field for Gravenberch. Very brave touch. Little back heel from Ekitike trying to get his teammates in, but They bring it clear, PSV, and Maro Junior trying to ride a couple of challenges, does well, and it's played out to the right-hand side for Dennis Mann, but his ball in field is intercepted by Szoboszlai, back in his natural habitat of central midfield tonight, Dominic Szoboszlai, and all the better for it. Salah now having a run at Salah Adin on the Liverpool right, but his ball in was cleared away by Gaziarowski. Now it's brought in field by Jones for Liverpool. Little toe end in from Saibari. PSV struggling to get it clear. Liverpool will try and win it back. Almost broke for Salah inside the box, but he just couldn't sort his feet out. As Kylian Mbappe scores 2 in 2 minutes for Real Madrid. They've turned it around in Piraeus. It's Real Madrid. It's Olympiacos 1, Real Madrid 2.
More pressure from Liverpool, isn't it? That top end, we're getting more bodies at the top end now. Looking to get 3, 4, 5 players in that top line, trying to stretch that PSV back line at the moment. A good play from Curtis Jones, linking with Salah there.
I mentioned that red card for Portsmouth Terry Devlin for handling on the line at Bramall Lane. Sheffield United scored the resulting penalty through Siddy Peck. Sheffield United can get out of the bottom 3 in the Championship with a win, and they are in front in South Yorkshire. Here on Merseyside, 26 minutes played on Talksport 2. Liverpool 1, PSV 1 in the Champions League. Gravenberch works it back to Jones on halfway. McAllister gives it back to Jones. Now Van Dijk looks for Konate. No pressure on the ball for Liverpool as they get up to halfway.
Yeah,
Charlie Adam.
But just exactly what now the game's starting to open up, isn't it? Liverpool starting to get the control. For the first 5-10 minutes they never had any control. Now they're getting control of the game, and you can see PSV starting to drop off a little bit and allowing Liverpool to have more of the possession.
Almost a brilliant 1-2 between Salah and Szoboszlai came off, but a vital foot in. And I mentioned there, Charlie Adam, Dominic Szoboszlai in his natural habitat. I mean, he's done a great job as a pinch hitter at right back, but he's so much more effective as a midfielder to everything that's good about Liverpool going forward, and he's the man that's got the goal.
Yeah, and I'd probably say he's been the standout player this year for them so far in terms of his performances, the way he does, the way he's drove the team, because some of the others have not played to that level. But yeah, when you play in midfield and you want to feel in your natural place.
Here's Gakpo into the area left hand side, trying to draw his man on. Gaziarowski did really well, stayed on his feet and waited, and then just got a toe end on the ball, and PSV got it clear, 1-1.
Yeah, good play from Gaziarowski there, delaying Gakpo, because he knows he doesn't want to go on his left side, and he just runs straight into trouble.
Here's Gakpo again, left hand side of the area, plays it across, looking for Salah. Vital touch from Salah Adin, the left back, to get in front of Mo Salah and get it away from danger, because the ball in from Gakpo was delicious. 1-1.
Yeah, it was perfect, just across that 6-yard box. Normally Mo Salah's tapping that in, but good defending there. But Liverpool now in control. You can see that now starting to get that possession. Real key moments at the top end of the pitch with Gakpo and Gyökeres now starting to get the combinations and sliding in behind. So
28 minutes gone on Talksport 2. Ian Danta and Charlie Adam with you at Anfield. Liverpool 1, PSV 1. Sporting, despite being down to 10 men, are in front against Club Brugge. Quenda with the goal. In the Championship, remember, Wrexham lead Bristol City by a goal to nil. West Brom in front against Birmingham by a goal to nil, and the same scoreline with Sheffield United leading 10-man Portsmouth. No goals in the other Championship ties tonight. And PSG Tottenham still 0-0. There's updates of that game on Talksport, along with full commentary of Arsenal 1, Bayern Munich 0. Here is Gaziarowski, the left-sided centre-half, and it's Szoboszlai there again, stopping the ball downfield with great energy.
And that's why they put Salah and Ekitike at the top end of the pitch, because Szoboszlai can actually go and press that second ball. The first pass you might not get to, but the second one, that's where you want your real intense pressure. And Szoboszlai does that brilliant for Liverpool. And again, he's, let's say, in that midfield position. Normally, if he's playing right back, you might not be able, he can't do that. So different for him tonight, being able to go and press left centre back when it rolls to him, and Liverpool win the ball back high up the pitch.
I remember really feeling for him when he couldn't play at the Euros 3 or 4 years ago, when he'd been so instrumental in Hungary's qualification, but then couldn't play at the finals. Terrific player, Dominic Szoboszlai. He's on the ball now at the edge of the centre circle as we approach the half-hour mark here at Anfield.
But I remember coming to some of the games that when he started really well here, and then he had a dip, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
So again, that's the things that happen, and now he's back to what we've seen previously. So again, if you look at Wirtz, you look at Ekitike started well. Isak not started to the level they expected with this price tag. It's above them. But, you have these moments, and it takes time to settle into the Premier League.
That's Charlie Adam, you can hear, part of our commentary team tonight. Don't make Real Madrid angry, goodness me. Olympiacos took the lead, and now a Kylian Mbappe hat-trick in 7 minutes makes it Olympiacos 1, Real Madrid 3.
He's not bad, is he?
Yeah, he's all right.
He's okay. I wouldn't mind him
I
wouldn't mind him on the bench for me.
It's a good option.
Yeah.
He's a good option.
Yeah.
He's a finisher, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a finisher, the
Yeah.
lad. But but that's the talent, isn't it? What we've seen. We've seen him score hat-tricks in World Cups and different things, and he's just a special talent.
Hugo Ekitike for Liverpool, bustling his way up to the edge of the area, drives down the right-hand side of the box, plays the ball in, and Kovar almost spilled it into his own net. Managed to smuggle it behind in the end for a corner kick. Lovely burst of pace from Hugo Ekitike. Corner Liverpool, 1-1.
Yeah, he's just starting to find little spaces off the back of the midfield in front of the defence and driving with the ball. The goalie's got to do better at the front post, but again, good play from Ekitike.
So Salah will take the corner kick where the Anfield Road end meets the Kenny Dalglish. Raises his right arm. It'll be a left-footed end swinger from the Egyptian king. Liverpool players running from the far post, and Van Dijk heads it off the crossbar. Made that run to the far post, got his head to it, but it hit the crossbar. There was a player underneath the crossbar to try and head it away if it had dipped, but Liverpool oh so close to taking the lead.
Yeah, it's a brilliantly worked corner kick. Salah, lovely ball, and Van Dijk, ways movement, getting across the front, just moving round the back, and his header's just too high. But you ain't stopping the big fella when he's in full flow.
Here's Gakpo, driving in from the left-hand side, fires it into the area. Little touch from Ekitike, trying to get Szoboszlai in down the left-hand side of the box. Kerkez whips it in, Schouten heads clear, straight onto the chest of McAllister, knocks it down for Szoboszlai, and then he works it calmly back for Van Dijk. Konate, just in front of the centre circle, leaves it for Gravenberch. 1-1 the score, 32 gone. On Talksport 2.
You see now, camped in the, just on their 18-yard box now, PSV, because they control Liverpool, being able to.
Szoboszlai trying to work an angle from just in front of the D.
He just took an extra touch. He didn't want it, couldn't get out his feet. It was a brilliant play, a lovely ball in between the lines, and he just take that extra touch he didn't need. But PSV are now 5-2-3 at times, just camped on their own 18-yard box.
Now Salah having a run down the right-hand side. He'll get there first, near to the corner flag. Salah Ad-Din trying to keep goal side of him. Salah gets to the left-hand corner of the area as he tracks back. Jones takes over, 35 yards from goal, quite central. Rolls it to his left for Cody Gakpo. Right footy ball clips into the area. Gasiorowski clears it away quite cleverly with the outside of his right boot, but Liverpool have it again. Gravenberch, lovely ball to find Szoboszlai, right-hand corner of the box. McAllister makes the overlapping run and wins the corner of Salah Ad-Din. Turning the screw, Liverpool, with 12 to half-time, 1-1.
Yeah, good play from Liverpool, stretching the game now, getting it wide as much as they can. Compact shape from PSV, forcing it wide, overlap from McAllister, tried to drill it across there, but that second goal feels like it's coming.
Yeah. After an uncertain 5 or 10 minutes, Liverpool have really started to boss this Champions League tie, but it is all square at 1-1. The last corner from Salah from that side ended up with Van Dijk heading against the crossbar. In it comes from Salah again. Van Dijk once against the target, heads it down straight into the arms of the goalkeeper Matej Kovar. He bowls it out underarm, looking to get Saibari away. What a challenge from Konate. That'll do in the power of good. And now Van Dijk playing as a left winger. Wins the ball, does he? No, he's fouled his man. Free kick to PSV, and Van Dijk, he is on a yellow card. I have to remind myself of that. It's rare that you see Virgil van Dijk bursting down the left wing for Liverpool, 1-1.
Yeah, Ian, I'm glad it's not me or you that just went for that shoulder to shoulder with him, because he's just absolutely ragdolled the defender there.
Yeah, it was an unfair contest.
It was an unfair contest, but again, Liverpool second corner, exact same situation, round the back, and Van Dijk gets a free header.
Liverpool have won their last 13 Champions League home games in the group stage of the competition by beating Real Madrid here on match day 4. That became the best record of any Premier League side.
Barry didn't even want to get involved there now, did he?
No, he didn't.
He just turned his back and thought, oh, here he comes.
Yeah, I think that early handball from Van Dijk has put him in a bit of a mood. I think he's trying to atone for the error. Liverpool play the ball up to the edge of the box. It breaks for Ekitike. Lovely quick feet. Right-footed shot beaten away by Kovac. Wonderful quick feet from Hugo Ekitike to set himself up for a chance on the right-hand side of the box. He's now back with Szoboszlai. Little run being made into the box by Kirkes this time, but square ball across to the inside left to McAllister. Now to the left wing and Cody Gakpo running at Dest, leaves it for Kirkes. Just inside the area left-hand side, lovely clip ball onto the chest of Ekitike, who tries to improvise a scissor kick goalwards, but gets it all wrong. But Ekitike a moment or so ago fashioned a chance almost out of nothing, 1-1.
Yeah, lovely feet, good save to the goalkeeper. Kovar down to his left-hand side there, but Ekitike should have just watched Scott McTominay's overhead kick the other week for Scotland. He might have learned something.
It is 1-1 at the Emirates on Talksport. Arsenal 1, Bayern Munich 1. Lennart Karl making it 1-1. Joe Shannon and Darren Bent, your commentary team there. Charlie Adams, the man alongside me, Ian Dancer here at Anfield. Just less than 9 minutes to half-time on this relatively chilly night at Anfield.
Yeah, I think this half's actually gone quick for this. I think it's come from PSV's really fast start, getting the goal, a couple of corners early. But Liverpool, after the goal, have been very, very good in terms of the pressure.
72% possession over the last 15 minutes or so for Liverpool.
They've had real good control of the match.
PSV's last shot was taken by Perisic in the 6th minute of the game. We're now in the 37th. So that the way that the game has changed after that very nervous start from Liverpool couldn't be more pronounced. Here though is Saibari looking to release Serginho Dest down the right hand side, just has to wait for the ball. That allows Kirkes to get goal side, flick down the right hand side towards the dead ball line, and it came off Kirkes, and Saibari knew it, so he protected it and let it go behind for a PSV corner at the Kop end. 1-1, 37 minutes played on Talksport 2.
Now then, I was just watching Liverpool's bench here, and the set play coach Aaron Briggs is desperate on the side about organising this, because Liverpool have had a couple of moments with the set plays that's caused them problems, and he's frantic on the side trying to get some instructions over to Curtis Jones and Mo Salah here.
Veerman with the corner into the near post, hits the first defender Kirkes, comes out to Mauro Junior, 35 yards from goal, works it right via Salah-Ad-Din to Veerman once again, tries an early cross and it's blocked behind and out for a throw by Dominic Szoboszlai. There must be 3 of him out there. He's everywhere, Dominic Szoboszlai. Now, PSV coming forward again down the right-hand side. Lovely ball through the legs of the defender. Perisic across the face of goal. Well defended in the end by Ryan Gravenberch, because there were players coming in at the far stick, but there was a foul on Ryan Gravenberch, so it ends up being a Liverpool free kick inside their own penalty area. 1-1.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. A good play there from Junior there, just sliding the ball through the legs and managing to get it in there. But Gravenberch done a brilliant job at that back post and managed to buy a foul. So no, it was a good ball across the goal.
Richarlison has given Tottenham Hotspur the lead at the Stade de France against Paris Saint-Germain. PSG 0, Tottenham Hotspur 1. So the holders...
I think Des is thinking now about his comments the other day.
Yeah, Danny Kelly saying that Thomas Frank should have been sacked at half-time of the North London derby. Might be slicing himself a little bit of humble pie a little later this evening. 1-1 here, Liverpool have a throw. Level with the PSV penalty area left-hand side. Kirkes trying to wriggle his way in field. Loses possession. Saibari thought he'd want to throw Szoboszlai, but Szoboszlai hit it against Saibari, and now everything's coming up roses for Dominic Szoboszlai at the moment. 1-1.
Yeah, but that's been his performances this year in terms of how he's played. I think he's been a real standout for Liverpool, and he's got the energy, he's got the legs, he's got the quality to really drive this Liverpool team. And again, you feel like he's all over the pitch, but he is, because he's trying to make things happen. He knows that this Liverpool team are in a tough situation, and he wants to be a leader. So again, performance-wise, let's say the goal and driving and making tackles and getting throw-ins, that lifts this crowd.
1-1 on Talksport 2. Liverpool in possession with Van Dijk. PSV defending their own third of the pitch. Here's Gakpo darting into the area down the left-hand side. Dest tries to stay goal side. The ball went behind before Gakpo could try to pull it back into play. And so it'd be a goal kick to the Dutch side, who've scored 9 goals in their past 2 league games. They are clear at the top of the Eredivisie. Peter Bosz, the coach, former Borussia Dortmund manager, I think he's averaging just under 2 points a game as PSV manager.
It's a big 5 minutes for them coming up now. I've been here before.
Yeah,
I've been there as a player where you think we're okay, we're doing all right. It's 1-1. It's 5 minutes to go at half time, and you don't want to give them any lifeline going into half time. So it's really important that this PSV team stick compact. They don't give away anything. Don't give this crowd and these sub-players a lift just before half time, because there you go, throws it straight to Mo Salah.
Oh, given straight to Salah from a PSV throw. Szoboszlai goes down 30 yards from goal, but told to get up by the referee, and this will allow PSV to break. Saibari comes away down the right-hand side, early ball into the box, looking for the run of Till, but it was too far ahead of the striker and comfortably into the arms of Mamardashvili. Oh, lovely skill from Alexis McAllister, but then gave the ball away to Mauro Junior in the centre circle. There was a run being made by Till, not spotted. Flag goes up for offside against Saibari, and it's all a bit scrappy at the moment as we edge towards half-time. Liverpool 1, PSV 1. This game is brought to you in partnership with TNT Sports, the home of European football. 1-1 here, don't forget it's 1-1 as well at Emirates Stadium, live on Talksport, between Arsenal and Bayern Munich, with Spurs 1-0 up at Paris Saint-Germain. I can hear Jamie O'Hara from here. Spurs are back. Again. Now Salah against Salah Adin, but the left back for PSV comes out on top on that occasion. But then Perisic robbed of possession by Szoboszlai. Jones works it up to Ekitike, tries to play a 1-2 with Salah, gets it back, rolls it back to Jones inside the D. Just showed too much of that to Jerdy Schouten, and the centre-half did really well, not once but twice, to keep possession of PSV, but then they lose it in the centre circle. Van Dijk finds Szoboszlai, drifting out towards the right-hand side. Oh, he played a poor ball in field, looking for Ekitike, but good 3 yards behind the run that Ekitike was making. So away come PSV with 3 minutes to go in this first half, plus whatever the Spanish referee wants to add on for stoppages. There's been 1 or 2 hold-ups in play. Saibari finds Man, right-hand corner of the penalty area, only Till in the area, and then over on the far side, Perisic was waiting for it. That's who they tried to find, but it was intercepted by Konate. The header clear from Liverpool only finds the chest of Serginho Dest. Played in field once again for Fearman.
What they are is very comfortable with the ball, aren't they? PSV, technical players, some good understandings, good link-ups. Veerman, Dest, looking to run in behind. Man's, causing problems as well against Kirkes here, but what they don't want to do is leave their cell open at the back.
Well, their away record is really, really good. 9 games undefeated this season, PSV, on the travels, and you can take that back into last season. It's 15 away games without defeat.
Well, you could see that when they come out and they started the game really well. You could see they were playing with a lot of confidence, and they felt, can we get after that to this Liverpool team? They did that. They got the goal, had a couple of corners, but as the game's gone on, Liverpool have grown into the game and had more control of it. But say when Liverpool flood players forward, you're always open for a counter attack, and that's a lot of the time. That's what's sort of been a problem for Liverpool this year.
Gravenberch lofts it into the area. It was Gakpo who'd pushed in field from the left hand side, but the ball just sailed over his head and bounced harmlessly enough from the PSV point of view through to their keeper Matej Kovar, and he's in possession inside his own 18-yard box. And again, a short pass, happy to play it short, and then it's worked out to Dest on this right hand side, the right fullback. Plenty of red shirts around him, but they play around it, at least initially they did. And then Szoboszlai flicks the ball in field for Hugo Ekitike, getting into the edge of the area, trying to work the angle for a shot. The shot is taken, but it takes a huge deflection and makes it a very comfortable save for Kovar in the end. But again, he was just trying to wriggle his way into that half a yard of space.
Yeah,
Hugo Ekitike.
yeah, again, just PSV trying to play out. ultimately that's what the coach wants, and you have to trust that. But when you do misplace a pass, that one pass can't be a pass straight through your structure and all of a sudden Ekitiki's driving into your goal.
Gakpo plays a 1-2 with Kirkes trying to get it back inside the area, but Kovar was swiftly off his line to gather it at the edge of the 6-yard box. As we are about to find out how many extra minutes we'll have at the end of this first half at Anfield on Talksport 2, and the answer to that is 1, which we're into now. As Dennis Mann is in possession, just brings the game down to walking pace, the right-sided attacker for PSV. Mauro Junior in the centre comes short, works it back to Veerman, who split the two centre-halves for the moment. The Dutch regular for PSV. He clips the ball out to the left, and down went Perisic, and so did Jones. I think they both lost their footing at the same time.
Yeah, I think it was good block from Curtis Jones there, just not allowing Perisic, but
he's a wily old campaigner though, isn't he, Ivan Perisic?
Yeah, he's been a brilliant professional, hasn't he? He's scored a lot of good goals, and played at the highest level. And when you have experience coming to a place like that, these are the type of players that you need to be able to handle that. And he did that with a penalty, but he's not had a kick since, and that's the difficult bit, that Liverpool have really started to motor this latter half.
One last chance maybe this half for Salah, trying to get the ball into the area, hit the ball against his half namesake Salah Ad-Din. Goes out of play for a throw, and the referee says that's half time in this Champions League tie. And warm applause for Liverpool for getting themselves back level in this first half. But PSV hit the front in the 5th minute when a corner from their left-hand side was handled by Virgil van Dijk. Ivan Perisic, back on a Premier League ground a few years on from his time at Spurs, slammed home the penalty, sending Marmanashvili the wrong way, and it all looked a bit eggy for Liverpool, but they were back all square on the quarter-hour mark when Cody Gakpo, once of PSV, drove into the area. A low shot blocked out by the keeper, but it rolled straight to Dominic Szoboszlai, who could just roll the ball home very comfortably from the penalty spot. And even though the scoreline is still 1-1 at half-time, Charlie Adam, since that Szoboszlai goal, it's been one-way traffic, largely speaking.
Yeah, absolutely. They've dominated Liverpool. They've had a lot of possession, a little bits of moments, good combinations, but not found that second goal. The PSV have come here with a real confidence. They've tried to play, and they've had opportunities as well. So Liverpool have to be wary of this PSV team second half, but a lot of improvements from the start of the game for Liverpool.
And Dominic Szoboszlai, we talked about him a lot. He deserved his goal just based on his effort and industry alone, never mind the skill.
Yeah, but also you have to smell it, and you have to see it, and be in the right place at the right time. It's a lovely strike, and it's probably a goal. If the goalkeeper he wants to parry it wide, he actually parries it straight back into the penalty spot, and Szoboszlai was on hand to tuck it away with his left foot.
I'm guessing that first 5 or 10 minutes, during which time PSV hit the front, was just maybe just a little bit of a hangover from Saturday afternoon, and just not quite getting the Forest disappointment out of their system.
I think that's probably come from just the results they've had recently in terms of not being able to get going, and again that'll be analysis, looking at the data and looking why we're not getting the fast starts that Liverpool normally have, and never defended the two set plays well enough at the start. So again, that's something that they'll be looking at, but they've managed to bounce back. They've got the confidence from that, and you can see that latter part they were dominant. I think for 15 minutes they had 72% possession, so they were really important that they just kept moving the ball as quick as they can, because they've got the quality, they've got players at the top end of the pitch that can hurt you, but Liverpool will be happy with sort of the latter part of that first half.
And of course they'll be attacking the Kop end to our right, as they love to do in the second half. Maybe that will give them even more incentive to get the job done tonight after this disappointing run of form for the Red Men. But it is only all square here at Anfield. I'll run you through all of tonight's other scorelines in just a tick, and remind you of what's coming up for the rest of the week, European football-wise, here on the Talksport network. At half-time here at Anfield, it's Liverpool 1, PSV 1.
Champions League live on Talksport 2 with Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Here for it. Book now at enterprise.co.uk.
At Morrison's, we've got a 3 for 2 offer on the best party food, so you can serve fancy Christmas nibbles like lobster and prawn mac and cheese bites, prawn coconut curry donuts, and then do your croquettes with tomato chili jam. Morrison's, making more of Christmas. Majority of stores and online prices may vary at Morrison's Daily 176 to 329 grams, £6 each.
Play Final One Standing by William Hill. It's free to play, with a new league kicking off every Premier League match week. Enter and make your first pick before the start of the first round, then pick a new team before each following round. You can only pick each team once, and if you're the final one standing, then the jackpot is yours. Final One Standing by William Hill. Football's ultimate elimination game. 18 plus, runs EPL season. One active league at a time unless prize £100,000 or more. Minimum prize £1,000. Prizes vary and apply to public leagues only. Prize split if all lose in the same round. Pay within 48 hours. Online. Full T's and C's at williamhill.com. Play responsibly.
Well, hello there. Welcome to the world of Trustford. Oh, it's huge. Filled with our friendly team to help you with all our latest products and offers. Like 0% APR on new cars and vans. And there's a wide range of used vehicles all available with Trustford now. Visit trustford.co.uk and discover the world of Trustford. For you. Terms and conditions apply.
At Wix, we can help you get the job done. Get what you need, picked and ready in as little as 15 minutes with Click and Collect. And right now, save on timber, doors, flooring and more in the big event. Shop the big event, in-store or online. Terms apply.
Nice. Direct Line just sorted me a courtesy van while they're fixing mine after my accident. That's how it's done. Imagine if that's how everything got done. Like clients paying you on time. All done.
Brilliant. Your invoice is all paid up, left you 5-star reviews. Oh, and a bit extra in there for staying late that time. And I baked this cake for you too.
Nice.
Direct Line. That's how it's done. Comprehensive cover required. Courtesy van limited for up to 21 days if your van is written off, stolen or you use your own repairer. Excludes windscreen claims.
This Christmas, McDonald's and the Elf on the Shelf are bringing festive tasks to your little ones, like writing a Christmas card for your postie.
Thank you. You're one happy helper.
Some fun, some food, it's all inside this Happy Meal. Until the 30th of December from 11 a.m. Includes one pre-selected book or toy while stocks last. Subject to availability. Fair ordering policy applies.
TV's biggest phenomenon, Landman, is back on Paramount Plus. Every dime you ever made, I pumped it out of the ground. In this business, you have to get your hands dirty. Embezzlement, insurance fraud, wire fraud. Because playing by the rules can get you killed.
She's gonna blow!
Billy Bob Thornton. I run the company. She owns it. Demi Moore.
I want success.
And Sam Elliott.
What's the plan here? It's about to come to a head.
Landman, new season. Stream exclusively on Paramount Plus. T's and C's apply. Subscription required. 18 plus.
The EasyJet Black Friday sale is now on. Get up to 10% off flights. Long weekend in Florence, anyone? Or maybe a ski trip to Switzerland. Plus extra offers throughout the week. Book now at easyjet.com. Get out there. Selected dates. Sale ends 11 p.m. the 2nd of December. T's and C's apply.
Talk Sport. We live live football. Kick by kick commentary from more leagues than ever.
Oh, he's hit the crossbar!
One giant season of live football.
What a fantastic strike!
Over 500 unmissable fixtures on Talksport and Talksport 2.
The passion, the pain, and the poetry of the beautiful game.
Overhead kick! Brilliant goal!
The Champions League live on Talksport 2.
We're underway then at Anfield on Talksport 2. The second half of the group stage is underway. 4 to play. Liverpool just outside the top 8. In it comes, whipped into the near post.
Penalty.
And there's a penalty, handball. The ball was whipped in, up went the hands. And that came off Virgil van Dijk's hand, did it?
Yeah, absolutely. Stonewall penalty.
To pile further pressure on Arne Slot and Liverpool. Perisic waits at the edge of the area, runs up to it now, right-footed, sends Marvin Ashworth the wrong way, buries it in the bottom right-hand corner. The PSV fans to our left go wild.
Playing a dangerous game now, PSV.
Gakpo into the area left-hand side, drives it goals, saved and straight out to Szoboszlai. And he had the simplest of tasks to roll the ball into the net from the penalty spot. Liverpool players running from the far post. And Van Dijk heads it off the crossbar.
Getting across the front, just moving round the back, and his header's just too high, but you ain't stopping the big fella when he's in full flow.
Liverpool 1, PSV 1. Yes, that's the half-time score here at Anfield, live on Talksport 2 in the Champions League. Ian Dancer and Charlie Adam with you. This game brought to you in partnership with TNT Sports, the home of European football. Let me update you on all the other scores tonight in the Champions League. Arsenal 1, Bayern Munich 1. That's live on Talksport. Julian Timber got the goal for Arsenal, but they've been pegged back by the German champions. Elsewhere in the half-times, Atletico Madrid lead 100% record Inter by a goal to nil. Frankfurt 0, Atalanta 0. Olympiacos 1, Real Madrid 3. A 7-minute hat-trick from Kylian Mbappe after Olympiacos had dared to take the lead. PSG have equalised against Tottenham. Richarlison had given Spurs the lead, but it's 1-1 at half-time in Paris. And Sporting 2, Club Brugge 0, but I think I'm right in saying that Sporting are down to 10 men, but they're still 2-0 up on the Belgian side. In the Championship, these 4 games are all into the second half. Blackburn 0, QPR 0, and Millwall 0, Sheffield Wednesday 0. Sheffield United still lead Portsmouth by a goal to 0. Portsmouth down to 10 men. Terry Devlin sent off for handling the ball on the line, and Sidney Peck dispatched the penalty to give Sheffield United the lead. And Nathan Broadhead, his goal still means that Wrexham lead Bristol City with about 10 minutes gone in the second half of the racecourse. Half-time in the 8 o'clock kickoff at the Hawthorns in the Midlands Derby. West Brom 1, Birmingham City 0. Alex Mowat for the Baggies. Now the live European football continues this week on the Talksport network. Tomorrow evening from 5:45 I'll be at Villa Park as Aston Villa welcome the Swiss side Young Boys in the Europa League. And after a tough start to the season, Unai Emery's side have now won their last 3 in all competitions, and the Villa boss gave his assessment on this when he was asked how they turned their form around.
Good result become with confidence. How we reacted inside, being aware in the moment we were not performing well and we were not together was very important. And inside the message was always starting with me, but the players following and sharing the message. If we were changing or this season we were losing a lot of moment for the future, very important, because in 30 matches you are playing points in August, in September, and then you are not playing the same point. And in Europe League the same. Of course we used Europe League when we played at Bologna at home, I remember it. A key moment to react, a key moment to get confidence with the result, through the result. Against Fulham and against Barley as well, we could get good result, giving us confidence and making sense everything we were changing individually and collectively. Of course, then, how we were focusing each match, tactically, how the players were progressively getting better individually was very important, because at the end, the players on the field, the food is for them, and we can help them, we can tactically get our structure, but the players must show their capacity and their wishes and their commitment and their performance to get it.
So Aston Villa Young Boys kicks off our coverage around Europe tomorrow night. That's a 5:45 kickoff at Villa Park. Whilst over on Talksport tomorrow evening, there's more Europa League action, as from 8 p.m. we'll be at the City Ground. Nottingham Forest facing Malmo, the side they beat in the 1979 European Cup final. Trevor Francis header and all that. So unbeaten in their past 4 games. Forest boss Sean Dyche, who of course won here 3-0 at Anfield on Saturday, thrilled with the team's positive start under his leadership.
I think there's still more to come from what we can do as a collective, that is. But they're certainly applying themselves very well. I think like anything, you're wondering when the Big Brother cameras turn off, and I think they have, but they're still consistently delivering. The demanding training's good. Trying to absorb and take on another manager's sort of view. And trying to deliver it. So I've been very pleased, and they deserve a lot of credit for it so far. I've mentioned it when I first got here and I first was over Porto. They're taking in a lot of information from different managers and having to adapt to each different person as it comes. And so far they've adapted to not just me, by the way, my staff as well. And they've been very accepting of the work that's getting done. And it's, some of it's been hard work, and they've delivered it very well.
Sean Dyche clearly enjoying things early doors at the City Ground, Charlie Adam?
Yeah, I was fortunate enough during the international break there. I had 2 days in the pro licence at Nottingham Forest, and it was really enjoyable with Sean and a lot of the staff, what they do in terms of the data and the sports science, and watched them coaching and training, and there's a feel-good factor there. Obviously he's got that connection with the football club. Steve Stoney and Wone have got that sort of bond, and obviously played there, so again it's that little bit extra special for Sean and his staff in terms of getting that job. But you know, again, they want to win football matches, and that result that they've had the other night on Saturday here at Anfield would have given a lot of confidence. And I was at the Porto game, and they were magnificent that night. So yeah, they'll be looking to try and turn it on against Malmo again tomorrow night.
And that's live on Talksport at 8 p.m. Crystal Palace also live at the same time at Strasbourg, coached these days by Liam Rossigna. Strasbourg Palace, 8 o'clock kick-off in the Conference Leagues. Leanne Sanderson alongside Alex Crook for that one. Players coming out here at Anfield. You're listening to the Champions League live on Talksport 2 with Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Here for it. Book now at enterprise.co.uk. Not only do we have the 3 games tomorrow night across the European competitions, but Friday night we'll be back in the Championship for your Friday night feast of football. Oxford United, who got that last gasp equaliser at Norwich yesterday, they take on Ipswich Town at the Kazam Stadium. Jim Proudfoot and Adrian Clark will be your team. And the 2026 World Cup draw takes place next Friday, and Talksport Drive will be on the ground in the USA to bring it to you live. So from next Monday, Andy Goldstein and Darren Bent will bring you a whole week of live shows from New York City and Washington DC as we find out who the home nations will face at the World Cup in June. That's Drive, live from the USA all week from Monday on Talksport. Sheffield United are now 2-0 up against Portsmouth in the second half. An hour gone there. Patrick Bamford with his first goal for his new club, having signed recently, the former Leeds man. Good for him.
Well,
he's had a difficult time with injuries.
Yeah, put him in Chris's good books as well, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And we're ready for the off here at Anfield for the second half. Liverpool kicking from left to right as we look towards the Kop end. PSV in their change strip of all dark blue. And it's rolled back to Virgil van Dijk, who immediately hits a long ball downfield. I'll run you through the lineups at a moment. No changes from the 11s that were out there for the first 45 minutes. And so the Red Men trying to get themselves back on the front foot as they were for large portions of the first half, once they got themselves level on the quarter-hour mark. Ball's in the centre of the PSV half. Szoboszlai, who had a terrific first half for Liverpool, scoring the equaliser but doing so much more. Finds Mo Salah, right-hand side, comes in field, lays it back for Ryan Gravenberch, further across to Van Dijk, and now out to the left-hand side for Cody Gakpo, who drifts in field. McAllister looks for Kerkez, level with the 18-yard line, left-hand side, looks for Gakpo once again, twisting and turning and keeping the ball protected away from a couple of PSV defenders. Van Dijk rolls it to his right for Szoboszlai. Again, they're penning PSV in their own defensive 30, Liverpool. And then a slightly wayward ball in field from Salah allows PSV to try and bring it clear. But there's that man, Szoboszlai, there again to stop Salah ad-Din getting onto the loose ball. Gravenberch trying to work it up to the edge of the area. Poor clearance from PSV. Wasteful. And Liverpool have it back with Curtis Jones, who's playing it right back tonight, in case you're just tuning in for the first time and wondering what the formation is. Gravenberch rolls it out to Mo Salah on this near side, the right, with Liverpool attacking the Kop end. Plays it into the feet of Ekitike. Szoboszlai going to go for goal from distance, but straight down the throat of the goalkeeper. So quickly the lineups for Liverpool: Mamardashvili, who's keeping goal for the poorly Alisson, Jones, Konate, Van Dijk, Kerkez, Szoboszlai, Gravenberch, McAllister, Salah, Ekitike, Gakpo. And here is Alexis McAllister looking for Ekitike, being manned by Jordi Schouten. But Gravenberch will work it out to Salah on this right-hand side.
I can never get why Ekitike starts the game with his socks up, and then he turns up at half-time, changes, I don't know, plays with socks his ankles and that. Just look like a proper number 9. I don't get players that play with the socks at their ankles at the moment. I just don't know if it's style or what, but
could be a fan of Steve Claridge.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. But again, look like a football player.
Yeah.
You know, get your socks up. play with a wee bit of intensity to your game and, you know, get after it.
Well, here's Mo Salah trying to work his way in field for Liverpool. Finds Szoboszlai, who's full of intensity, the Hungarian this evening. Gakpo. Plenty of incentive for him against his old club here tonight.
Starting to control the game now, Szoboszlai, again from that sort of midfield position. Maybe somewhere he's obviously not played at the weekend. He played in a full-back position, so for him being further up the pitch again, just seeing that wee shot that he had.
Well, PSV working over halfway, and Dest has got the better of Kerkez. Only Saibari up with him, clips it into the area. Saibari gets right underneath the header as he tried to head it back across goal. It went way over the crossbar. So a little warning sign for Liverpool 3 minutes into the second half, with the score still at 1-1.
Yeah, good turn of pace from Dest there, and Saibari just got caught underneath it. But yeah, they're dangerous. PSV on the counter-attack.
Mamardashvili somewhat nervously plays the ball out to Konate. Jones being hemmed in his own defensive third. Oh, he's just given the ball straight to Saibari. Tries to lob it past Mamardashvili, who gets a right paw to it and turns it behind for a corner. What was Curtis Jones thinking? Giving the ball up inside his own box. But Liverpool survive at the expense of a corner, 1-1.
Yeah, he's tried to be too clever. He's tried to chip it over Saibari there and across his own goal. He was lucky that he actually never went there because Dest was in there to finish. But it was a poor decision from Curtis Jones. He can smile about it now because he got away with it. I've done that once myself.
Have you really?
Yeah, St Mirren for Dundee. Try to play across the goal and you end up conceding.
And a rocket from your manager, I reckon.
Yeah.
Well, the corner's come to nothing, but it is a throw to PSV, level with the 18-yard line. PSV attacking the Anfield Road, and with their supporters, I'd be making plenty of noise, the travelling contingent from Eindhoven. Salah-Eddin, the left-back, just chops the ball to get away from Jones. Has it again. Left-hand corner of the penalty area. Works it back for Dest. And now Maro Junior finds Gasiorowski in the centre circle. PSV working it from left to right. And Mann plays a little reverse ball, trying to get Saibari inside the area, but Van Dijk read that and put it out of play and actually took a nick off Saibari, so it's Liverpool's throw in their left-back position. 49 minutes gone, 1-1 the score.
If that was a few years ago, that was the opportunity for Sarri to get his own back on Van Dijk there when he actually done him in the first half. But no, Van Dijk actually didn't see him. He was waiting for the goalkeeper to come in and he had to react quicker.
Yeah. Who was your manager, incidentally, when you gave the ball up in your penalty area?
It was, I think it was James. Yeah, it was James McPake when I was at Dundee.
Right.
I tried to cross. I actually tried to play a pass across my own goal. Something you tell young kids: never pass the ball across your own goal. And I tried to be smart and done that and got
learned
caught.
That in '82 when Brazil gave the ball up to Italy and Paolo Rossi all those years ago. Perisic finds Salah-Eddin trying to pull the ball back from the dead ball line, but intercepted by Gravenberch. But the ball up to halfway, it's one back, and PSV just having a little moment here at 1-1, coming forward down the right-hand side with Dennis Mann. Up against Kerkez, into the area. Saibari tries to flick it back to Mann as he ran in field, but that was comfortably intercepted by Alexis McAllister. But the ball up to halfway is nowhere near Ekitike. And our producer Salas noticed that the assistant referee on this near side, on the main stand side, is running the line from inside the touchline. It must be unhappy with the quality of the surface he's trying to run on the other side of it.
And no, the referee, the linesman, that can't be moaning about this. This is a Deso pitch, man.
Well, he's not happy. He's either
maybe he's on the slope.
Maybe. It's not quite as bad as that slope at Old Trafford, though. Goodness me, that's like a sheer drop when you get towards the touchline there at Old Trafford. 51 minutes gone on Talksport 2. Liverpool 1, PSV 1. A little bit more even in this second half than it was towards the end of the first, when Liverpool were rampant but just couldn't find a second goal to turn things around fully here. Mann down the inside right channel, works into the centre of the Liverpool half for Saibari. Space for Salah-Eddin as he works his way into the area left hand side. Perisic tries to play it across the face of goal, deflected out of play for a throw by Konate. 1-1.
Yeah, lovely position from Perisic inside the fullback, because Jones doesn't know to leave him or actually that, and then he rolls it out to Salah-Eddin in the left back area, and he just had the opportunity just to roll Perisic in here. Perisic.
Well, he was for a moment, but Konate again wise to it and put it out of play, and eventually the flag goes up for offside against Perisic. Very belatedly from the assistant, who's not running inside the touchline on the far side of the field. So it's a free kick to Liverpool inside their own penalty box.
I don't like that rule where you wait and wait, and then all of a sudden then they put the flag up when they could put it up earlier.
Charlie Adam, you can hear alongside me, Ian Dante here at Anfield, where we played 7 minutes of the second half. Liverpool trying to re-establish some control here at 1-1. Kirkes finds Gakpo on the far left-hand side in front of the Kenny Dalglish stand. Toe pokes it in field for Szoboszlai. Tried to work a 1-2 with Ekitike. Didn't quite come off. Almost sorted his feet out, Ekitike. But in the end, PSV managed to smuggle the ball clear. Perisic heads it up to halfway. Saibari neatly turns it in field to Till. He works it back for Gasiorowski. And then Schouten, short pass. Almost caught Maro Jr. out. But PSV managed to keep possession inside their own half.
The second half started the same as first half. PSV have actually had a lot of the ball and been in Liverpool's half. It was only really after about 10 minutes Liverpool started to get control, but PSV have started the second half well.
And here is Till, just shy of the halfway line, now moves into the Liverpool half, just to the right of centre. An attempted crossfield pass looking for Salah Ad-Din. It's intercepted by Liverpool. Konate gets a big size 10 in to win it back for Liverpool. McAllister spots the run of Szoboszlai drifting out towards the left-hand side. Dest goes out there with him. Szoboszlai keeps it in play tight to the touchline. Just leaves it in field for Kirkes, who's trying to get the better of Maro Jr., who's conceded a corner to Liverpool at the Kop end. 54 minutes gone on Talksport 2. Still 1-1 as it was at half-time.
Yeah, much better from Kirkes, running forward, getting in a battle with Junior there and winning a corner for Liverpool. Now, Gakpo taken.
Yeah, he's setting it up where the Kenny Dalglish stand meets the Kop end over on the far side. Randal Kolomuani, back on his old stomping ground, has given Tottenham the lead at PSG again. 2-1 Spurs lead in the French capital. So Gakpo with this corner kick for Liverpool. Again, lots of red shirts beyond the far post. They now move in field as Gakpo takes the kick. Up goes Van Dijk again, heads it down. McAllister inside the 6-yard box, trying to turn and get the shot away, but just couldn't get the half space he needed to get the shot away. And it's now PSV trying to counter, but Salah Ad-Din has to check his run as he gets to halfway. And it's 1-1 with 10 minutes gone in the second half. Olympiacos get a goal back against Real Madrid. Olympiacos 2, Real Madrid 3. So you're up to date on Talksport 2. Arsenal 1, Bayern Munich 1, still the score at Emirates, live on Talksport right now. Arsenal had the lead but were pegged back. We're listening to Liverpool 1, PSV 1 in the Champions League, live on Talksport 2 with Enterprise Rent-A-Car, whatever it is. They're here for it. And PSV coming forward, slid the ball into the area, and Till has made it 2-1. Lovely ball in field from Mauro Jr. from the left-hand side. They hadn't properly tracked the run of Hus Till, and he slammed it home from 8 yards out in front of those jubilant PSV fans as the Dutch league leaders embarrass Liverpool again. Arne Slot stands hands in pockets at the edge of his technical area. Not another defeat incoming for Liverpool. Surely PSV lead 2-1.
It's a lovely pass from Mario Jr. He opens it up, goes by Mo Salah and drives with the ball. Konate and Van Dijk are all over the place. He opens up, Konate comes towards the ball, the striker goes over it and allows Till to come into that back post area, and it's a lovely finish with his right foot and taps it past Kirkes. But Kirkes got to do better. He needs to see the runner, he needs to block him, but he doesn't, not strong enough, and it's a brilliant finish from Till.
A man who started 2 games for Arne Slot when he was RZ head coach before Hus Till then moved to Spartak Moscow. And he has put Liverpool right back under it. And you were saying it, Charlie Adam, the second half very much mirroring the first.
Yeah, first 10 minutes of the first half, first 10 minutes of the second half, PSV have done really well having that opportunity and then scoring the goal, but Liverpool got to do better. Konate getting dragged all over the place. Saibari takes Van Dijk into past the front post, and it's a lovely slide from Till in between it, and it's a great finish.
Szoboszlai finds Curtis Jones at the edge of the area, getting the ball onto his left foot, tries to drive, but it's blocked away by the PSV backline, so they've got their noses back in front. Millwall leads Sheffield Wednesday by a 1-0 in the Championship. Femi Aziz for the London Lions. Still no goals Blackburn QPR, that's the only goalless game in the Championship. Here come PSV again as Saibari tried to release Tillova halfway, but I think Konate managed to block it, and Virgil van Dijk's doing the calm down sign to the rest of his players. 2-1 PSV.
Yeah, they're, like you say, Liverpool going forward and leaving themselves open, and that nearly one more pass would have opened Liverpool up there, but they're lucky enough that Konate managed to win it back. But Liverpool have to relax, they have to keep moving the ball as much as they can, as quick as they can, and then start to penetrate.
Cross from the left-hand side from Gakpo, comfortable catch for Kovar at the edge of his 6-yard box. Wow, a man who scored 21 goals in 51 appearances for Arne Slot at either RZ or Feyenoord, Kus Til, has put PSV in front. The law of the X. It strikes so often, doesn't it?
Yeah, come back to haunt you sometimes, don't they?
Wrexham 2, Bristol City 0 at the racecourse, and Sheffield United are 3 up now against 10-man Portsmouth. Gus Harmer with the third for the Blades. PSV win it back again, and Dest working his way into the Liverpool half. Little overlapping run on his outside, but he finds Saibari, gives it back to Dest. Perisic calling for it on the left-hand side of the area, gets it on the volley, but he hits it straight at Mamardashvili. And the danger passes for Liverpool. It's 2-1 to PSV as we approach the hour mark on Talksport 2. 2-2 Paris Saint-Germain, Tottenham Hotspur. Vitinha gets his and Paris Saint-Germain's second. Szoboszlai is presented with the ball just shy of the halfway line. Salah trying to stay onside on the right-hand side, but instead Gakpo is making a run through the left-hand side, inside left channel. Ekitike gets into the area, but a poor first touch as Gasiorowski came across, and it merely goes out for a goal kick to the Dutch league leaders. It is Liverpool 1, PSV 2 as we approach the hour on Talksport 2. Charlie Adam.
Yeah, Gasiorowski doing really well here. Isak looks like he's going to come on for Ekitike, but yeah, Liverpool need to just keep that tempo, that rhythm. PSV fans to their left-hand side here are having a good time, they're partying, but Liverpool need to keep this momentum. They need to try and, keep moving the ball with speed, trying to find the pockets, trying to penetrate forward and not allow this PSV time to breathe, because if you do and they allow control of the game, then the sting comes at it. And the Liverpool crowd, they need to come try and help the players. They're going through this tough period.
So the PSV fans swinging their scarves around their heads in celebration at the scoreline that we can see all around the stadium on the scoreboards. There's 3 of them that I can see all showing Liverpool FC 1, PSV 2 on Talksport 2. Ekitike is just being led off behind the goal to our right at the Kop end, and as Charlie Adams rightly mentioned, Alexander Isak now has another chance to impress. This time though from the bench, not from the start. There's that odd stat where all 4 starts that he's made for Liverpool have ended in defeat. And he's only scored once, and that was a game I was at here against Southampton in the League Cup earlier in the season, where I thought, right, that's it, he's going to get himself on a roll. Not so. But Liverpool's record signing is on for Ekitike in a straight swap, Charlie Adam.
Yeah, it's not a bad man to come on off the bench, isn't it, with the performance he's had for Newcastle over the years, but we need to see more. The pressure's there, the price tag's there, there's nothing you can do about it. You've just got to go and try and be competing and scoring goals.
Mauro Junior with a great turn for PSV, getting up to the edge of the area, and he's been fouled by a combination of Gravenberch and Kerkez, about 25 yards from goal. And Ivan Perisic, I think, is going to fancy this. This is set up for a left-footed free kick from just outside the Liverpool penalty area.
Yeah.
2-1 to PSV.
Brilliant play from Mario Junior there, receiving on the half-turn, driving with the ball, and then McAllister and Kerkez taking them down. Dangerous opportunity here now. Perisic, maybe Junior looking to have a hit.
Well, there's a bit of a conflab about what they're going to do. It was an own goal that put Wrexham 2-0 up against Bristol City. Incidentally, Atalanta scored 2 quick goals in Frankfurt, and Real Madrid have just re-established their 2-goal lead in Piraeus. It's now Olympiacos 2, Real Madrid 4. Wonder whether it's Mbappe again. You wouldn't bet against it necessarily. So the free kick could well be Perisic. Veerman standing right on top of the ball, but Perisic looks like he's got that angle to run up to it and strike it left-footed. There's a draft excluder behind the wall. Perisic left-footed straight into the wall, and it drops on the left-hand side of the left-hand corner of the Liverpool box. And PSV work it back to Veerman in the centre of the half. Diagonal ball from left to right. And that picks out Dennis Mann, keeps it in play on the far side of the field. Dest trying to play the ball in field for the run of Schouten, the centre half. But Liverpool want it back, but they can't launch the counter-attack quick enough, so PSV go most players goal side. It was Mbappe that got the 4 for Real Madrid.
Yeah, well, it's what you pay the money for.
Should have had the courage of my convictions there. Ball fired downfield by Gravenberch. Szoboszlai did well to improvise, getting something on the ball to divert it out to Isak, left-hand side. Gets to the dead ball line. 2 players facing him up, rolls it back to Kerkez, level with the 18-yard line. Tries a cross, and it was blocked away by Mann, who didn't know much about where the ball had gone. Isak again plays the ball along the 18-yard line, but straight to Till. And the scorer of PSV's second goal then gives the ball away. Szoboszlai for Liverpool. 63 minutes gone. 2-1 PSV. Salah up against Salah Adin. Plays a 1-2, tries to come in field. He just gets there ahead of Till and further works his way in field. Salah finds Van Dijk. Again, everybody in the dark blue shirts of PSV in their own defensive third. Even Perisic and Till up top. As Gakpo rolls the ball back for Gravenberch in the centre of the PSV half. Can go right or left here. Goes to his immediate left and Virgil van Dijk. Kerkez approaching the left-hand corner of the penalty area. Faced up by the defender. Drives it into the near post. Headed away by Schouten. As far as Szoboszlai! Strikes it straight against the palms of the goalkeeper who kept it out. Real firm hit from Szoboszlai, who has it again. Right-hand side. Chips the ball to the far post. Headed over the bar by Gakpo. Big chance at the far post, but couldn't get over the top of the ball. And it's a goal kick to PSV Eindhoven, who still lead 2-1 with just over 25 minutes to go at Anfield.
Yeah, better from Liverpool, good strike from Szoboszlai, but then they recycle the ball, and it's that man Szoboszlai just dinks one to the back post, but Gakpo just, he's got to do better, at least hit the target. He probably gets up too early and gets over it, but it's a big chance for Cody Gakpo.
So it stays 2-1, but poor clearance from PSV presents Liverpool with the ball. Gravenberch running strongly towards the edge of the area. Isak picks it up 35 yards from goal. Has to lay it off to McAllister under pressure from Saibari. McAllister goes for goal, and that's a good save low down by Kovar, low to his right hand side. It's a snapshot from Alexis McAllister, but well dealt with by the PSV keeper. A third for Atalanta in Frankfurt, and Ademola Lookman got the opener, Edison, and De Ketelaere, the Belgian, gets the third for the Italian side. Still 1-1 at the Emirates Stadium over on Talksport between Arsenal and Bayern Munich in the Champions League. And in the Championship, still goalless Blackburn QPR, as Liverpool try and bring it forward, but Isak won't control that ball over the top. Millwall 1, Sheffield Wednesday 0. Sheffield Wednesday 3, Portsmouth 0. Portsmouth down to 10. Wrexham 2, Bristol City 0. Those 4 games are into the last 10 or so minutes, although Blackburn QPR kicked off a little later. About an hour gone at the Hawthorns in the Midlands derby. Still West Brom 1, Birmingham City 0. Mo Salah for Liverpool down the right hand side of the box, plays the ball with the outside of his boot, looking for Gakpo to head it across goal, and Dest put it behind with something, chest, thigh. There's claims for a handball, but whatever, the referee says corner kick to Liverpool at the Kop end. 2-1 PSV.
Yeah, it's a good ball from Salah outside of the boot. Gakpo, I actually thought he should have tried to hit the target. He tried to head it back across the goal. Maybe that's because of what he did, you know, in the last header that he put over the bar, but I thought he maybe could have went for the goal, but you know, it was good defending from Dest there.
Paris Saint-Germain 3, Tottenham 2. PSG hit the front. In comes the corner from Gakpo to the far post, headed down by Konate, but it was blocked on its way to goal by Maro Junior, and he can just whack it downfield, gives it the Avit, and Gravenberch has to go and retrieve it.
Yeah, every time Liverpool looked dangerous around that back post, every time they've had first contact on that corner there. Now Konate, but it was Van Dijk in the last 3, but now Konate does it. So Liverpool have to be really diligent with their set plays, because there might be an opportunity for them to score here.
Fabian Ruiz got that third goal for PSG against Tottenham Hotspur. Here's Gakpo. tucks it down the left-hand side of the box, but it was overhit for Kerkez, who tried gamely to get to it before it trickled over the dead ball line. But it's going to be a goal kick to PSV, who've not made any changes yet. Arne Slot just having a chat with a couple of his coaching staff, but only one change made so far, and that was to bring Alexander Isak on for Hugo Ekitike.
Just looking at the bench, there's only really Chiesa or Ingamo is probably the only real attacking options that they've got now, you know. But this man here and Perisic, he's been brilliant for them. Really, really good, but looks like he's coming off with a bit of an injury.
Yeah, Perisic, who scored the penalty early on, has already taken his shin pads off.
Hamstring.
He doesn't feel that he can continue, so there could be a double change here for PSV. Perisic just getting to his feet now at the edge of the centre circle, but I don't think he's going to be able to continue. Pepe and Driouech are going to come on for a couple of changes, so Perisic is surely one of those that's being replaced.
Yeah, he's been excellent, Perisic. Excellent in terms of quality on the ball, with the work he's done for his team back the pitch. Left hamstring, when you get to that age.
That age,
yeah.
We hate to say it.
Yeah, well, he's at 36 now, top professional, good athlete. But again, the intensity of this game compared to maybe the Dutch league, it's caught him out tonight. But
well, it's a swap as well, strikers-wise. The man whose goal has got PSV in front, Chris Till, has made way for Ricardo Pepi, who scored and assisted in that 3-2 win against Liverpool last January in that final group stage game when Liverpool played a weakened side and had already qualified. And Driouech as well on in place of Perisic in that same left-sided berth further forward for PSV. So Liverpool have got a quarter of the game left to try and rescue this. It's 4-2 to Paris Saint-Germain now against Tottenham Hotspur. William Pacho with the fourth for the Champions League holders. Isak for Liverpool, 2-1 down. It's worked out to Mo Salah, right-hand side. Szoboszlai, right-hand corner of the area, clips it to the far post. That's a good claim by Kovar, backpedaling with Kerkez motoring in behind him. But he managed to hold on to the ball. And now PSV trying to get away down the right-hand side, and great work from Saibari. Gets to level with the edge of the area, but Van Dijk, who was initially beaten for pace, got back well goal side. Mauro Junior dispossessed by Szoboszlai. Game's getting a bit stretched now. Liverpool coming forward with Isak down the left-hand side, up against Mauro Junior, just slows the game down. Gets to level with the 18-yard line. Now Dest has come to help out. It's worked back into the centre of the half for Ryan Gravenberch, with Liverpool attacking the Kop. 20 minutes to go. They trail 2-1 on Talksport 2. Here's Mo Salah up against Salah Eddin. Driouech gets a foot in. Curtis Jones takes over on this near side, the Liverpool right. Salah again lofts it into the feet of Gravenberch. Tries to roll his defender. Gets the ball across the face of goal, but Shouten's there to volley it clear from the 6-yard line for PSV.
yeah, good play from Gravenberch. Good strength. Oh, the referee's just stopped it there.
I don't know what the throw was not taken correctly. It wasn't given as a foul throw. Probably from the wrong position. But yeah, you were saying, Charlie.
Yeah, just good play from Gravenberch, running forward now. McAllister looks like he's sitting as the number 6. Gravenberch looking to try and get higher. I like to see him a bit higher. He's got good legs, good energy, but really important that Liverpool.
Well, that's what we knew of Ryan Gravenberch first of all in the Jurgen Klopp era. As PSV concede a corner, Schouten forced into it. And so Liverpool, trailing by 2-1, have a corner at the Kop end.
But again, every corner Liverpool have had first contact always seem to be round the back that Liverpool have caused PSV problems. So
let's see what Salah can deliver here from the right-hand corner as we look down where the Kop meets the main stand. Left-footed in swinger from Salah to come. Gakpo deep beyond the far post, so too Konate. Szoboszlai at the far post. In it comes from Salah, deep to the far post. Van Dijk tries to get his head to it. Well, he did, but it came off the top of his head, really, and went comfortably behind with no danger for PSV. This game brought to you in partnership with TNT Sports, the home of European football, and the European 6-time champions still trail here, Charlie Adam.
Yeah, another first contact there, Van Dijk. 2 men doing the job on him, but like you said, Ian, they're trailing. They've not really got that speed up in terms of what they did at the back end of the first half yet. But they've had moments they've shown, but this PSV team have caused Liverpool some problems on the day. They've got a chance again
poor
now.
Touch from Konate, and in goes Pepe into the area, left-hand side. Liverpool get players back. Pepe goes for goal, hits the post, and it's driven in by Driouek on the follow-up. The flag stays down. PSV are 3-1 up, and Liverpool are falling apart again. This time in the Champions League. Pepe got into the area after a dreadful error from Konate. His shot smacked the base of the post, but it came out to Driouek, who could roll the ball in past the stranded Marmadashvili. Can you believe it? Liverpool 1, PSV 3.
That one incident just sums up Ibrahim Konate's season. He's just absolutely mistimed clearing the ball. It's just he goes to win a header, it comes back in, doesn't deal with the second ball, misses it, and then all of a sudden he allows Pepe in, and then it's a game over there. There's a lovely shot from Pepe, comes back, and Driouek just finds the net, and it's a massive goal for PSV here after 73 minutes.
Well,
it just sums up Konate's season, doesn't it? Doesn't deal with the situation.
Yeah. Kouhai Driouek, 23 years of age, Moroccan youth international, joined from Excelsior about a year and a half ago. It's his third Champions League goal. He came off the bench in that 3-2 win against Liverpool last season. Well, he's had an even bigger effect tonight. 3-1. Liverpool have got to find 2 goals in 15 minutes just to get a point on Talksport 2.
Oh, it's incredible. More subs coming from Liverpool. Chiesa now, they've got to throw the kitchen sink at it. They've got to take risk. Might even take a centre-back off here just to put another striker on, because they need more bodies at the top end of the pitch.
QPR lead at Blackburn. Paul Smith puts them in front at Ewood Park in the Championship. But in the Champions League, Arsenal are 2-1 up against Bayern Munich. Noni Madueke, that's live on TalkSport. But here on TalkSport 2, it's that feeling of deja vu for Liverpool. They've conceded 3 at home again, and as things stand, they're 12th in the table. Salah with a free kick into the area, headed out by Schouten. Szoboszlai tries to retrieve it and guide it out to the left-hand side for Kerkez, who does well with the bouncing ball to keep it in play. But then he's dispossessed by a combination of Dest and Mauro Junior. But then it's given away to Kerkez, who drives it goalwards, and it's only just wide of Kovar's left-hand post at the Kop end. It's a goal kick to PSV, and here comes the change, and Konate, after that mistake, is being hooked, and Chiesa is coming on to replace him. And somebody said to me earlier, Konate's a lucky boy to be playing tonight. Boy oh boy, is he giving Arnes lots of nightmares about how best to organise his back four.
Yeah, listen, the lad's having a tough time. A lot going on in terms of career and what his contract situation is going to be, but you make a big mistake like that, Slot's done the right thing, gets another striker on the pitch. Liverpool have to go for it.
And they've only got 14 minutes to do something about this scoreline, which is, if you're just tuning in to Champions League Live on TalkSport 2, Liverpool 1, PSV 3. 4-3 in Paris, PSG 4, Spurs 3. Another one for the former Paris Saint-Germain player Randal Kolo Muani. But Jamie O'Hara will be probably saying miles off it rather than Spurs are back. Remember, the sports bar on TalkSport, once all the Champions League football is done and dusted, probably start around about 10:15.
It's amazing what the game does to you as a supporter, isn't it?
Oh, puts you right through the middle.
One week your team's brilliant, the next team you sack the manager.
Well, it only seems like yesterday that Spurs were 4th, in the early stage of the season.
You know, you got to remember, Thomas Frank, Tottenham lost nearly, I would probably say, around 70 goals last season.
Yeah.
Son, Kulusevski
and Maddison.
Maddison, big numbers, and they've not been able to replace it.
PSV passing the ball around really neatly, and they've worked it out to Driouek on this left-hand side, having a run at Curtis Jones, gets to the left-hand corner of the area, played the ball in field. It was won back by Salah only temporarily, and Driouek's got it back. Right-footed ball deep to the far post, and it's flicked away by Kirkes, and he had to get something on that. But I think the referee's blown for an earlier foul by a PSV player, so Liverpool will get a free kick. It will not be a corner to the Dutch side. 13 minutes to go on Talksport 2. Liverpool 1, PSV 3. Charlie Adam.
If you look at the context of this game, you can see one team is really struggling in the domestic league, and ultimately one team are flying high at the top of another league, and it's PSV that are flying high at the top of the Dutch league. The performance they've had so far in terms of Liverpool had to spell second half, but I think this second half PSV have been really, really good. They started the game, the first 10 minutes well, got the goal, couple of corners. The second half they've been magnificent, good shape, good organisation, and a real threat on the counter-attack. And Liverpool have not been able to deal with it so far.
Szoboszlai in possession. Liverpool attacking the Kop end, needing 2 goals just to bring things all square. Jones rolls it down the right-hand side of the box for McAllister, tries to drive it into the near post. Down goes a Liverpool player. No penalty. Chiesa was the player that went down. Meantime, PSV try and launch a counter-attack, but it's intercepted by Van Dijk. Szoboszlai lays it off for McAllister. Did that look like a penalty to you on Chiesa, Charlie?
No, I didn't think it was. I think he was waiting for the contact, but again, Liverpool nearly counter-attacked, so they have to be wary of it. You can't go, Liverpool get a goal in the next couple of minutes, then it gives them a real chance.
Gakpo puts the latest ball into the box, headed out by Gasiarowski, and then put behind for a corner by Driouek under pressure from Salah. Liverpool have another corner at the Kop end, but they need something quickly. Just over 10 minutes to go at Anfield on Talksport 2. Arsenal going top of the mega table, clear of Bayern Munich. They're leading 2-1. Liverpool will be down to 12th as things stand. PSV will be up to 14th, right in their slipstream. Salah with this corner kick for Liverpool, deep to the far post yet again. It might drop at the edge of the area for Chiesa. Gets it onto his left, and it's drilled against a PSV body and deflects wide for another Liverpool corner. 3-1.
Brilliant from Chiesa. He looks like he's going to hit it first time, but takes another touch, and the defender does brilliant to come out and block it and set it up for a corner for Liverpool again.
5-3 Paris Saint-Germain against Tottenham Hotspur. Vitinha now with the 5th for the Parisians. Gakpo with his latest corner for Liverpool at the Kop end. A right-footed in-swinger. Once the referees sorted out a little bit of pushing and shoving that he spotted around the 6-yard line. I think it's Schouten and Isak that he's looking at. In it comes from Gakpo, headed out by Gasiarowski, and they can try and launch a counter-attack here, PSV. If they play the right ball, there's 2 free on their right-hand side. It's on the left, and it's been brought forward at pace by Saibari. 2 to aim at in the area, poor ball across, but Pepe will still be able to keep it and play on the far side of the field, and he works it back infield to Dennis Mann.
I've been impressed with this Saibari here for PSV at the top end of the pitch. Shown real speed on counter-attack, held it up well. Been a good battle with Van Dijk.
Ball into the near post, comfortable. Well, should have been comfortable for Mamardashvili. He made a bit of a Horlicks of it. Arsenal 3, Bayern Munich 1. I think I can hear the cheers from here. Gabriel Martinelli gets the 3rd goal for Arsenal. That's live on Talksport right now. So 2-3-1 scorelines in the Champions League games being played in this country. But whilst Arsenal are 3-1 up, Liverpool are 3-1 down. And there's less than 8.5 minutes of normal time to play on Talksport 2. Sporting 3, Club Brugge 0 in the Champions League.
Yeah, it's not been not for Liverpool. They've had spells in the game where they've looked really comfortable. They look dominant.
Well, here's Gakpo,
but they look
darting
fragile
into the area, trying to get a right-footed shot away. It was blocked by Maro Junior. Where's that going to drop? Gravenberch with his back to goal. Isak on the turn, spilled behind for a corner kick by the goalkeeper. Isak just span at the edge of the area, smacked a low shot goalwards, and the goalkeeper could only spool it behind for yet another Liverpool corner at the Kop end.
It was good play from Isak, and getting turned in the box and unleashing his shot quick.
But the corner kick is for Salah. Left-footed in-swinger right under the crossbar. Keeper comes and doesn't get there, but it actually came off the head of Alexis McAllister, who is adamant that it didn't come off him last of all. He wants a corner, and the keeper's gone down inside his own goal net, but he's been helped back to his feet by the referee.
Yeah, I thought he was unlucky there, McAllister. No, it's a corner. He's unlucky. It should have been a corner kick.
I've seen the replay now on our monitors here from our vantage point high up in the main stand. 3-1, 7 minutes to go, and PSV fans are waving goodbye to a few Liverpool fans who are starting to make their way out. They're enjoying their night, those travelling from Eindhoven.
Yeah, it was similar Saturday as well, wasn't it? You know, there was a few leaving early, which is not usual here, and that's coming down to obviously the results at the moment. But the PSV fans are delighted with what their team have shown so far and the performance of the coach and the players. I think they've been excellent.
And they're coming forward again with Driouet trying to get in behind Curtis Jones, who's fouled by the scorer of PSV's third goal. Free kick to Liverpool. 6.5 to go. 3-1 PSV. Millwall have beaten Sheffield Wednesday by 1-0. Sheffield United 3-0 winners against Portsmouth. And Wrexham have beaten Bristol City by 2-0. That's confirmed. Still Blackburn 0, QPR 1 into stoppage time there. And about a quarter of an hour to go at the Hawthorn. Still West Brom 1, Birmingham 0. Those are the games in the Championship tonight. Olympiacos 3, Real Madrid 4. The Greek side aren't done yet. What about Liverpool? Here's Salah playing the ball down the right side of the box for Jones. Tried to give it back to Salah. An important toe end in. And they're bringing it away. And the impressive Saibari leading the charge for PSV. But Gravenberch back defending. Saibari just holding the ball up. Level with the 18-yard line. Now takes it towards the corner flag and then runs away from it. And then it was easily won back on that left-hand side.
He looks dead on his feet. It's Saibari. He's run really hard for the team tonight. I thought he's done really well up there at times on his own against Kanate and Van Dijk there, but he he's done really well and gave them a real platform to actually grow in the game. And
Chiesa muscled out of it by the left back Salah-Adin, and he just pulled him back by the shoulder, giving a free kick in PSV's left back position. 5 minutes to go, and it's going to take something pretty Herculean at this point, Charlie, just for Liverpool to get a point out of this game.
Yeah, it needs something special. It's not been a great night, isn't it? Obviously Liverpool, the 3-1 down. I just feel that the confidence is falling at the team. You know, if they don't get that sort of second goal, then the game's coming away from them. And PSV, they've just stayed in the game after the goal that Liverpool scored. We expect Liverpool to come and dominate after that. They did that for a period. Second half, they started, first half okay, and then the rest they've really struggled.
You're listening to Liverpool 1, PSV 3 in the Champions League, live on Talksport 2 with Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Here for it. Book now at enterprise.co.uk. We've got 4 minutes of normal time to go. Throw to Liverpool, right-hand side. Szoboszlai works it in field to Jones. They're at the midway point of the PSV half. Now it's worked back to Gravenberch. Strides forward from the edge of the centre circle. Van Dijk tucks it out to the left-hand side for Gakpo. Having a run at two PSV players. It's laid back for Van Dijk, 30 yards from goal. Now Szoboszlai picks it up. Thought about a shot for a moment, but the first touch was heavy. Rolls it to Salah. Salah gets into the area for Chiesa. Chiesa trying to turn it across the face of goal. First time of asking. Couldn't do so. And it's brought away by PSV. And Driouet very neatly lobs the ball in field. And Pepe, the substitute striker, just sends the ball all the way back to his goalkeeper, who can fire it downfield. Szoboszlai wins it back for Liverpool. McAllister finds Chiesa in space. Gakpo wants it played to him inside the area. Chiesa's going to go it alone, and he's hit wide for a corner kick, a deflection, as Birmingham City equalise at West Bromwich Albion. Feed the Ducks and he will score. Marvin Dux makes it 1-1.
Yeah, it was good play from Chiesa there, but a lovely block from Garofsky there. He's he's dead on his feet. He's throwing his body on it.
He's not the biggest centre half, is he? But he's been very
competitive.
imposing.
Absolutely, he's been competitive.
Mind you, don't have to be big. Just think of Carlos Puyol, one of the best centre halves ever.
Yeah, if you read the Graham. And
here comes the corner from Liverpool, and Van Dijk heads it over the bar, coming in at the near post, and it dribbles behind for what is another PSV goal kick. They're 3-1 up the Dutch. More waves to departing Liverpool supporters from those delighted PSV fans away to our left-hand side. Another change coming up for PSV, and I think they're taking off Dennis Mann. Yeah, Dennis Mann is coming off indeed, and coming on to replace him is Bayraktarevic into midfield. A Bosnian international attacking midfielder, joined from New England in MLS back in January. Here's
easy for you to say that one.
I know. Well, I'll let you have a go at that one in a bit if you fancy, Charlie.
I hope he doesn't touch the ball.
But he hasn't yet.
Back to Rajovic.
Oh, that's not bad. That'll do.
Back to Rajovic.
Give that one to Alan Brazil. See how he gets on with that one.
Depends on what time of the day it is.
He's back on breakfast tomorrow, at least he should be.
I will be. The big man's in fine form at the moment.
He is, but 5 days a week. It's asking a lot of the big man.
Yeah. And it's no March yet.
Exactly. It's not Cheltenham.
Santa's coming though.
Yeah. Right. Down goes Driouet, who's just caught by Alexis McAllister, and they're taking the free kick before the referee was ready, because I think the referee wanted a word with McAllister and Driouet about that challenge.
Yeah, he's talking about his whistle. He said, "I never blew the whistle." So somebody got a second yellow card recently with that, playing early.
Oh goodness, yes.
So inconsistency.
Yeah, don't do that to the referee. We've got 40 goals in the 8 Champions League games so far this evening. 8 of those have come at Paris Saint-Germain Tottenham, which is 5-3 to PSG, 4-3 to Real Madrid at Olympiacos, and 3-1 to Arsenal, and 3-1 here to PSV. And we're ticking towards added time. Liverpool may not have enough time to do anything about this.
Did you say 8-1 to start the game?
That's what we were told by Lee Phelps of William Hill. 8-1 for a PSV win. We're into 4 minutes of minimum stoppage time. Chiesa dispossessed inside the D, and PSV just hit it long. Just find some space. So we're into that first of the 4 minutes now on Talksport 2.
It'll be interesting to see if the game stays this, how these Liverpool fans react.
Well, they can react on the phones, Charlie, to Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy, 03717223344 on the sports bar on Talksport that kicks off about 10:15. Now Gakpo plays a loose ball in field, comfortably won by Veerman. And away come PSV on the counter-attack, and they are away inside the area. Pepe wants it laid across to him. It's pulled back to Driouet. 4-1. Emphatic finish from Driouet. His second, PSV's fourth, and Liverpool have been sliced apart yet again. Cue a mass exodus around Anfield. It is going to be 9 defeats in 12 for Arne Slot and Liverpool. Slot stands at the edge of his technical area, arms folded. His Liverpool players, shoulders slumped. They have been taken apart by PSV on the counter-attack several times this half. What a scoreline. In added time, it's Liverpool 1, PSV Eindhoven 4.
Yeah, it's not nice to see what's going on. That they're getting done on the counter-attacks. A lovely pass, and again having the composure to get your head up. It'd have been easy just to put it across the goal. He cuts it back, and then Druch just slices it. Just wait a pass, bottom corner, and 4-1. By the way, PSV deserve it. They've been absolutely magnificent.
Well, if you had 50p on 8-1, that'll do you. That'll get you a quarter of midget gems down the newsagent. But for Liverpool, more soul-searching to come, I fear. And the scarves of the PSV fans are twirling at an even faster rate now. I mentioned how good they are away from home. 15 unbeaten away from home before tonight. And they're cruising here. 4-1 up. Gakpo falls to allow them to bring it away. PSV on the right-hand side, but it's a throw to Liverpool. But we're dealing in seconds here at Anfield. And I'll be very interested to hear the crowd's reaction when the full-time whistle goes. Chiesa finds Isak, tries to get a shot away, blocked by Gassiorowski, who's been fantastic at the back for PSV tonight. Ball played into the area. Chiesa again trying to backheel it into Isak's path, but again there's a PSV player there, and Chiesa drags Salah-Eddin back by the shoulders. Free kick. Referee has a little check of the watch, and I have a little check on the countenance of Arne Slot, who's just pacing around in his technical area, hands in pockets. Peter Bosz ready to celebrate the PSV coach. It's out on the right-hand side. PSV are coming forward again. Liverpool were always going to be under pressure, taking off a centre-half and trying to get those 2 goals back, and they were punished on the counter.
Yeah, but it doesn't just stem from that. I think there's a real feel around this team at the moment that there's a real lack of confidence, isn't there? And
there's the full-time whistle, and you can just about hear the boos of the Liverpool fans over the jubilant cheers of the PSV fans away to our left-hand side, because the Dutch league leaders have masterminded a brilliant result here to pile more pressure on Arne Slot and Liverpool. That is now 9 defeats in 12 games. It's their worst run since the late 1990s, and Liverpool, once they trailed in the second half, could not find a way back. They were level at the break. An early penalty from Perisic cancelled out by Szoboszlai, but once PSV hit the front in the second half, there was no coming back for Liverpool. Till got the first goal on 56 minutes to make it 2-1 after a lovely ball across the area for Maro Junior, and then Driorek, the substitute, with 2 goals. The first after a shot from Pippa had hit the post and come out to him. Great finish, and then an even more emphatic one as we entered added time to set the seal on the victory. And Liverpool players just, well, trying to thank their supporters, those that remain, but there's plenty of empty red seats as I look around Anfield. But for the PSV fans who travelled from the Netherlands, what a night for them. They go to 14th place in the table. Liverpool dropped to 12th in the mega table after an extraordinary full-time score of Liverpool 1, PSV Eindhoven 4. Charlie Adam.
Yeah, it's not good, but these Liverpool fans are going to be hurting. The players are going to be hurting, and it's only them that could change at the moment. The manager has to feel or find something within this group, because it can't go on. It can't stay the way it's gone. 9 defeats in 12 is horrendous form. Horrendous form. I don't want to say that this is it, but it feels like this team has lost its energy, its feel around the game, and real confidence is shot to pieces. They were all over the place, and it's only the players that could fix it. That group of players have to sit down, talk about it, look at the mistakes, work hard, and look to find the solutions.
The PSV players are taking the acclaim of their supporters as they dance and jig in front of them at the Anfield Road end. All the staff are out there as well. They really are putting a performance tonight, the Dutch league leaders. There was that spell in the first half after Liverpool got themselves level. Maybe that was the tail of the game as much as anything else, Charlie Adam. If Liverpool had managed to get their noses in front at half-time, then maybe it would have been a different mentality that PSV would have brought to the second half. But as it was, they started the second as well as they started the first, but then they just kept going.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, it's like I say, if Liverpool had got that second goal, it obviously it would have helped the confidence, but they never. PSV started the second half really, really well, and Liverpool just couldn't get their period in the second half, and on the counter-attack PSV were devastating, and they caused Liverpool a lot of problems and thoroughly deserved the victory.
Well, it's time for Charlie Adam now to have a route through the lineups and pick our man of the match with our friends at Enterprise Rent-A-Car.
The Here For It hero on Talksport 2 with Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Whatever it is, we're here for it.
OK, Charlie Adam, over to you. Where's your vote going for man of the match tonight?
I think you could. There was a lot of good performances from that PSV team, but I think Gazarovski at the back led that defence really well, because this is a tough place to come. You need to have you have to have a good structure, good organisation, and I thought that he was very, very good at the back, and he dominated Ekitike at times, dominated Isak when he came on, throwing his body on the line for blocks and shots. So I see that normally you get the attacking players because they've scored 4 goals, but I thought the Gazarovski was magnificent.
OK, so Jarek Gaziarovski gets Charlie Adams' nomination for man of the match Here For It hero with Enterprise Rent-A-Car.